Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu mudhillalah wa man yahdihillahu hadiyalah wa asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Amma ba'd. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Abdullah Ihsan bin Muhammad Yasin. Metric number D2021-2099-118. So, today I would like to tell the viewer and a comment on a book that I have read. The title of the book is Preaching Material for Modern Youth, 2nd edition. So, about this book, it was written by Dr. Daniel Zainal Abidin, and this book was published in 2004 by PTS Publication and Distributors, Sendirian Berdakwah. So, the book of the material for modern youth 2nd edition, but in Malay you can say Bahan Berdakwah Untuk Remaja Moden Edisi Kedua, was a guide that combines a scientific and practical approach to preaching to Muslim youth. This book aims to help teenagers understand and spread the teaching of Islam in the context of modern life. This book aims to help teenagers understand and spread the teachings of Islam in the context of modern life. It discusses current issues that are relevant for teenagers, provides effective communication strategies, and reinforces Islamic values in a way that is easy to understand. This book is very useful for young preachers who want to deepen preaching more effectively in Dakwah. Secondly, this is the case just as Islamic preachers try to attract non-Muslim teenagers to Islam. Preachers of other religions compete to attract Muslim teenagers to their religion. Teenagers who believe in any one religion will remain adherents of that religion for the rest of their lives. It is contained in this book in chapter 2 of the 6th focus, which is about the preaching strategy to non-Muslim. In preaching to non-Muslim, it is proven in Surah An-Nahl in verse 125. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ادعوا إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة وجادلهم بالتي هي أحسن إن ربك هو أعلم بمن ضل عن سبيله وهو أعلم بالمهتدين. صدق الله العظيم, which means call to the way of your God with wisdom and good teaching, and argue with them in a good way. Verily your God is the one who knows best about who is the lost from his path, and he knows the best those who are guided. I have read this book, and that was tell the Islamic preachers work hard to attract the interest of young people to convert to Islam, and at the same time they try to strengthen the belief of Islamic youth that the religion they receive from their parents is a religion they can be proud of. We do not miss out on preaching with Islamic teenagers so that faith and piety are strengthened by building skills such as communication skills, counseling skills, decision-making skills, interpersonal skills, and so on. This is because the modern educated teenagers want Islam to be presented as a scientific, ideal, rational, and practical religion. So that is why it was important that this book is written specifically for them to preach to them. This part of the book contains that will not to be missed also. If you can see in this chapter 2, also tells many things about the knowledge as a bullet and deterrent. A lot has been stated in the first focus to the 5th focus, which tells a lot about the basic of understanding of Al-Quran and Hadith, about the history of Islamic, about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These things needs to be known before preaching to non-Muslim. About this book, in the quotation from Islamic scholar have also been stated in this book by explaining the things that must be present in preaching, as stated by Imam Ibn Kathir in his book Tafsir Al-Quran Al-Azim. He said Allah taught the Prophet Muhammad to preach to his creatures by using the path of wisdom. Sayyid Qutb also explained in the book في ظلال القرآن by detailing the teaching regarding the verse. When preaching, wisdom should be used by looking at the situation and background of the person being called and ensuring that the content to be conveyed is not too heavy for them. So, the case is, for me in this book, is at a very good level because Islamic teenagers or young preachers can use this reference for preaching with them in the right way. In addition, this book is also good for teaching and learning for certain subject, especially about Islamic preaching to today's youth. It is also suitable for material because it's easy to understand by all the people and communities that actively preach or Dakwah to teenagers. In conclusion, overall this book tells me more about the material of Dakwah nowadays because Dakwah today needs a new injection based on the Quran and the Sunnah. This information needs to be utilized to preach, especially from the point of view of comparative of faith, Islam. With the comparison, the community will more clearly see the advantages and spirituality of Islam. I hope that this book can provide good to everyone, especially to Islamic preachers nowadays to attract teenagers closer to Islam. That's all for my book review regarding the book Preaching Material for Modern Youth 2nd edition. And I hope also this book review can give a benefit to the audience who read this book letters. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you next time.